is Hayley Atwell, who plays Peggy Carter in Captain America First Avenger, and you are listening to comicbookmovie.com.
How are you?
How you doing?
You're going on vacation, or are you there now?
No, I'm here now. I'm on a mountain in Scotland.
Oh, how nice.
It's very, very beautiful.
Is it getting cold?
Filmed with Harry Potter. It's -6 now, I think.
Oh, lovely. Well, such a pleasure to talk to you. Let me get some serious questions out of the way, and then I got a bunch of silly ones I want to ask you.
Okay.
The people you're talking to are hardcore comic book movie fans. I run a fan site that has 6 million readers a month, and so this is your target audience right here. So right away, let's get out the pitch for them to buy the Captain America Blu-ray or DVD. What do you want to tell them about it?
Okay, probably the exciting thing about it is that there are so much more bonus features about behind the scenes and the making of it, which is really thrilling, and it gives the audiences just that little sneak peek into what we as actors and the crew experienced while we spent 8 months working on the film itself. So there's a lot of bonus material there which will be a real hoot for people, and I think will just give us even a greater understanding of what into making this great film.
Is there a lot of extra stuff with you in it? There isn't like a lost sex scene or anything with Chris Evans in there?
No, I don't think people are going to be interested in that. I think they're far more want to see Peggy holding a gun. There's a little bit of me, yeah. I haven't seen all of it myself, so I'm excited to see it. I'm going to go out and get it myself. I've been working in London, so I haven't had a chance yet to see all of it. But it's definitely something that you'd be wonderful. If you're a fan of the film or the comic books of Captain America, then this is something you want to have, especially coming up to Christmas time. It's just a perfect piece of memorabilia to have forever.
Great. Now, they're going to want me to ask you, are you still in touch with Chris Evans, and has he given you any spoilers about the Avengers movie?
No, only that he's just having a tremendous amount of fun making it. He is being a consummate professional and won't give me any more information.
Oh, too bad.
Should be, because I think I'd be so excited I'd probably tell everyone. He probably knows me too well by now.
So how exactly did you get the role, and what made you want to do a comic book movie, since this is so different from what you've been doing?
Well, it's for that very reason it was so different from what we've been doing, because part of what I love about being an actor is the opportunity to have variety in your life. And I felt that, my career was going down a path which was so wonderful, but it also kind of quite set, and it was becoming quite samey, and I wanted to show audiences that I've got a lot more in me. So I thought, okay, it's about time that I change genres. So when the opportunity for Captain America came up, I absolutely grabbed it with both hands, and I did everything that I could to show them that I'd be good in the role. And I initially met with Joe, and we talked about the script, and we talked about the kind of love interest that he wanted for Steve Rogers, and he wanted someone who would bring, I think, a truth to the character, not just this two-dimensional hot-looking woman, but that there was someone that was a bit more complicated, or showed that there was a bit more going on. And I like bringing that to my characters, I think, because it's more fun to play, that there's more than just what's written on the page. And so we talked a little bit about that, and then when it came to the screening of it, the actual screen test itself, it was a full day where I had lots of dialogue to learn and a fight sequence to learn, just to see how physically I can move. And that whole experience eventually led to getting cast in it. So it was a really exciting but terrifying time, because I wanted it so much.
And you picked a good one too, because I think that was the best comic movie this year. Do you glad you think so too. The movie has grossed over $350 million worldwide, and even though there was a lot of talk about how it wasn't going to do well outside the U.S., in your opinion, especially as a Brit, what made this movie work outside of the country?
Well, I think essentially it's just a good story that people can relate to. It's not as patriotic and about America, I think, as the title suggests. And once word of mouth got around that actually it was a good film within itself. It's not trying to make any kind of political statement. Then it became more universal. And this is the great thing about stories. If a story is good, and it doesn't matter what where it comes from. And then I think it also helped that you're casting, a real mix of people. We had Germans in the film, Australians in the film, British people in the film. and that makes it a little bit more kind of wider, and I think, and more approachable.
Good. Now for the silly ones. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so obviously you got on well with Chris Evans. Are you disappointed that you never got it on with Steve Rogers?
Yeah, of course. I think Peggy's absolutely heartbroken. I think Peggy's still waiting at the Stork Club for that date.
You know, it seemed like Steve did not try very hard to live in that final scene. It seemed like he wanted to die. Are you sure he just wasn't trying to end the relationship?
Oh my God! What a coward!
Maybe he just wasn't that into you.
I'm gonna die.
So
maybe he just wasn't that into me.
You know, it seemed to me like he could have gotten off of that plane somehow, or landed it, somewhere where he could have survived, and he just blew you right off. But okay, so.
Well, okay, now I'm pissed. That's fine. I'm gonna go and find Thor and see what he's up to.
Yeah, well, that's my next question.
But that with another hero.
That's my next question. Who do you think is the hottest Avenger, live-action Avenger? Chris Hemsworth. We won't say Chris Evans because that's too easy. Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Renner, Mark Ruffalo, or if you're into that kind of thing, Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to say, because it's always been the case for me, I'm a massive Robert Downey Jr. fan. He is the man.
Oh my gosh!
So he's been.
It's older men. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's just he's just consistently incredible throughout his career, and talent to me is so attractive. And everyone in the Avengers is incredible, but Robert Downey's I've had a soft spot for him since I think I saw him in Chaplin when it first came out years ago.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be sticking with Robert Downey because I think what he does with Iron Man is incredible. I think he's so charismatic. He brings so much to the role.
Okay, now the DC live-action characters: Henry Cavill, Christian Bale, or Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, there you go.
The Ryan Reynolds fan. Yeah, it's got to be. He's just so funny as well. I think Christian Bale's an amazing actor, but I'd be terrified to be in a room with him. I don't know what he would do trying to be alive.
He might cuss at you.
But he's got time. He's got time to grow into becoming a real hero. So I'm going to go with Ryan.
Okay. And what is the deal with all of you Brits taking our prime superhero roles? That's because there's Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Is this the case of the Crown trying to regain the colonies via Hollywood, or what's the deal here?
Well, it's a difficult thing. My family are all from Kansas City, Missouri, so I'm not fully British.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing. The other side is, I think, a lot of us the Brits are hard-working actors who have a heritage of the theatre and the classical training, which I think gives us a very strong work ethic and a craft. And I think Americans, more than anyone, appreciate that kind of level of hard work. And I think sometimes, the Brits, when they're willing to do it, they really show their skill and their determination.
I think you're probably right.
Too very,
And they do better accents, American accents, than we do British accents. Let's face it.
Yeah, occasionally. You guys do a pretty good job. Gwyneth Paltrow has an amazing English accent.
Well, she's married to a Brit, so.
She's pretty good.
Would you consider?
She's pretty amazing.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much, Hayley. I appreciate it.
Of course. Okay, have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.